Hello my YouTubities, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be starting kind of a new series. This actually was inspired by Chris. He watches a lot of car videos and he was like, so they do this thing where they explain a concept in like 5 under 5 and so you should do that. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So the idea behind the series is 5 under 5. So I'm going to be sharing 5 products from a certain category that I think are worth it, that I think that you need, or maybe you haven't heard of before. You probably have heard of some of these. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my 5 under 5, which are 5 drugstore highlights that don't emphasize texture and are just amazing and that you need. I'm going to be attempting to explain all of these to you in under 5 minutes. We'll see how it goes. But if you enjoy this video while you're watching, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I zoomed you a little bit closer so that I can show you guys as I'm swatching what these highlights are going to look like. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start a timer. I'm nervous. I'm going to explain why I like each of these products, why I think that they are worth it. I will have the prices come up down in my like lower little pop out thingy because I think if I try to focus on prices and stuff, it'll just mess me up. But I'm going to go ahead and start a 5-minute timer and let's do this. 3, 2, 1, Okay, first highlight I want to share with you is the Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in Just My Type. This is a beautiful highlight. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, it has this swirl detail in it that when you swatch it, it feels kind of cool. But that is, oh my gosh, it is so intense, you guys. Like you can really build this up. You can dull it down if you want more of a subtle highlight. That is the highlight there on my hand. As you can see, it's more of a pink reflect. Like it is a champagne mixed with a pink, which is why I like this product so much. I think it is so unique and not like any other undertone that I have in my highlights already. But as you can see, you can build it up, have it be very pigmented, or you can not apply as much and have it be a little bit more of that like airbrushed highlight look. But I really love it. It is very affordable. You can get it at Ulta. I just think that the tone of it specifically is really, really great for fair skin. And it's a little bit more icy, but it does have that warmth in it, which I don't know another highlight that has a tone like that. So next highlight is the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in the shade Vegas Strips. This you probably have heard about. It is not new. So you do have strips in it. It goes from light to deepest. So you can really adjust the highlight that you want depending on your skin tone. So if you have a deeper skin tone, maybe start with these shades. But if you have a fairer skin tone like myself, you can use these. So I typically only use the top like 2 shades of this. As you can see, it's definitely more gold than the first one. None of these highlights that I'm going to talk about emphasize texture, which I love because I do have a little bit of texture on my cheeks and I think it's important to have some highlights in your collection that don't emphasize texture, you know, that don't draw more attention other than just like, wow, that's a really nice glowing highlight. Ignore that. I couldn't get that off. It's the lip liner I have on. Apparently it is waterproof. That is the Physicians Formula one. It is definitely more gold than the first one. It's just so pretty. Even if you're not a deeper skin tone, these down here pull more pink and this up here pulls more gold. So you can mix them and get a very custom shade for yourself. I'm not a huge fan of the packaging. I think they need to like revamp it a little bit, but that's my second one. Let's see how we're doing on time. 2 minutes. Great. Okay. This is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. I have this on my skin today. It's the highlight I'm wearing. I wish that the packaging was different because it just doesn't like clip together anymore. It just kind of, I don't know. It's not the best packaging. As you can tell, I have used it a ton. It did have this like pretty little like shell imprint in it, but that's gone now because I've used it so much. This is a nice champagne gold. I think it's more definitely champagne than gold compared to especially the Physicians Formula ones up here. I really love this for my skin tone. It looks a little deeper, but you can still wear it if you're very fair, which I love. I think it just adds such a nice little pop. It's not too metallic where you cannot wear this every single day. Like if you work a job and you don't want your makeup to be the star of the show necessarily, but you just want a little bit of something up here, this is a really, really good one for that. And I just really like the tone. It just looks so flattering on the skin. Then I have the Milani Highlighter Duo in the shade shade Power Up. So you get two different highlights in this one. So you get a more subtle one and you get a blinding metallic one. So I really like this, that you can have both options. These are definitely going to be more champagne kind of shades. So I will swatch these. The top one is the more subtle one and the bottom one is the more metallic one. So that is the more subtle one. As you can see, it is a little bit more of that gold champagne, and this is more of that like warm kind of terracotta type of highlight. But I use this all the time. I mostly mix both of them together. I just think that they're so good. The formula is killer with this, and I just think that it is so fabulous, and it's just so good. And then the last highlight I have to share is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter in the shade 10 Be My Highlight. This is the most subtle one out of all of them. I will swatch it. I don't know where. This is the most in between neutral, like closest to your skin tone, flattering shade. It's that one right there on my hand. So you can really build this up. You can have it be very subtle, just like a barely there highlight, or kind of like an all over face glow if you want something kind of like the Hourglass ambient lighting stuff. This is going to be more of that tone, but it's so pretty, and it's one of my go-to everyday highlighters because it is so subtle, but also is just very pretty, especially on fair skin. Woo! I feel like I've talked a very long time. Okay, I need to take a breath. There you have it. Those are all of the highlights that I think are very worth it, very beautiful from the drugstore. None of these emphasize my texture. And I just really, truly love all of these highlighters that I mentioned. I think they're so good. And some of them are underrated. You just don't hear people talk about these very often, some of them. What are your favorite highlights? Like, what are your favorite highlights that don't emphasize texture and that are affordable? I'd love to know that down below. If you guys like this video, I will do maybe a high-end version of this. I don't know, or like a different category, maybe blush or foundation or concealer, whatever it is. But if you have ideas, if you want me to do another one of these videos, maybe with a different category, let me know that down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Again, everything will be linked down below that I talked about. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.